Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam bil lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum, dear fellows. Today I will discuss chapter 4 of Omar Suleiman's book named Meeting Muhammad. In this chapter, we will discuss how it was like praying behind him. Our Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was one of the greatest prophets of Allah Almighty, and you can say that whenever he gave his khutbah or whenever he recited Quran, he would recite in a not too loud or not too low voice. His voice would be medium. The Sahaba Karam, when used to pray behind him, they used to get lost in his words because of his most beautiful and eloquent voice. Likewise, while reading the Quran, he would sometimes shed tears, but not in a way that would seem too absurd. He would weep in a way that was silent, and the Prophet's companions usually did know that he was weeping, because he would weep in a way that it was a humming sound. Similarly, our Holy Prophet Prophet's grandchildren, Hassan and Hussein, would sit on his Prophet's back, and he would recite the Quran without any hesitation, and he would not get up from the prostration, because his grandchildren Hassan and Hussein were sitting, and whenever they would get out of his bag, then he would stand up. So this was all the Prophet ﷺ was doing. And during the night time, whenever he was in his house, he would definitely pray in a long manner. One Sahaba once had an opportunity to pray behind the Prophet ﷺ in the night prayers. So during the night prayers, whenever he recited the Quran, he would recite long surahs. For example, he recited first 100 verses of the Holy Quran. The Prophet's companion thought that he would go to prostration, but immediately he recited the second 200 verses of the Quran. Then the Prophet's companion thought that he would go towards sajda. Then the Prophet ﷺ again read the whole Surah Baqarah and started Surah Nisa. And then at that time, the Prophet's companion thought that I should not have joined the night prayers, because the Holy Prophet's prayers are so long. This is because he used to pray in such a way that he would be connected to the Allah Almighty. And that is one of the most prominent features of the Prophet ﷺ's night prayer. Similarly, whenever he recited the Quran at his home, he would not recite in not too loud manner or not too slow, in not too quiet manner. He would recite in a medium manner, and his voice would be heard from the courtyard. So guys, this was all from me today.